Yes, digital product family, hope you guys are well. Guys, this is an important video. I'm going to go through exactly why many sellers actually fail on Etsy. They don't make any sales, they get despondent, they want to leave Etsy, and then basically they just give up. And I'm going to go through some essential tips that you need to listen and go through and make sure that you implement to make sure that you are a success on Etsy. So guys, before I go through this, as usual, with all my videos, if you love digital products, you love creating, you love selling, you love all of that good stuff, then please hit the like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can get more of my videos in your feed. So guys, look, I'm going to go through this step by step so you understand the concept, and hopefully you can get some value out of this and implement some of these things. Now, I'm on Etsy right now, and I've just typed in clip art, right? So obviously digital products are my thing. I love digital products because it's a fantastic passive income method where literally you can sell something repeatedly without having to recreate it. Okay. Now I've typed in clip art. Now when I type in clip art, obviously I'm going to get a massive amount of results, right? 1,475,000 results, including ads. Crazy, right? All different types of clip arts, right? Now, I'm not going to get anywhere like this by typing clip art. Let's say I want to get into the clip art market. I want to get into it. I'm not going to get anywhere just by doing this, looking at it, right? I can get an idea. I can get some tips. I can see what might work, but this is not going to tell you everything. So my point is, if you don't have any kind of SEO software, then that is the first thing you need to go out and do. Right? Because without any SEO software, you're not going to be able to figure it. This is a science, guys. You're not going to be able to figure anything out. You're not going to be able to see where you can rank. You're not going to be able to see what you need to be able to do. You're not going to be able to see what tags or keywords you need to be using. It's a science. These days, you can't go in blind. It has to be done scientifically. So I use EVERBEE, which is this. This is the extension for it, my go-to SEO software. Check out the links in my description for everything that I use. This is obviously, you can use this for free to try it out. So what I would do is this. Let's say I'm looking at clip art, right? This is what I do. This is one of my methods. I've got many strategies. This is one strategy. So what I would do is I would actually, first of all, look and see, because I like to do research. Research is key. I would basically go and check out, looking at all the stores, like basically sift through all the stores, which I'm doing now, is analyze them and look at the ones that are doing well. Look at the ones that are selling well. Okay. That's the first thing. I'll just want to have a look. Right. So I might want to choose something that is quite simple. Now I've just touched on one, just looking down the list. And the reason why I went for this one is because it just looked like it was a bundle. I know that bundles work. Now, everything that I'm saying as well, take into account, write it down, put it in your phone, do something. Because everything that I'm going to say is going to be a tip. Bundles work. People love bundles. People love having bundles, period. So I saw this little bundle. I just picked it up as I was going through down on the product analytics. This bundle makes an approximate monthly revenue of 3,678 for these clip arts. Not too bad. I've looked at this one before. I've actually seen this one before, but let me just click on it and let me just go through it on Etsy. I want to pick up more tips, more ideas. Now, the other thing I can see is that it's a bestseller, Etsy bestseller. It's got 20 plus in the basket. That means it's popular. That means people are buying these. The other thing you should take into account, it has a 50% discount. So obviously, when we looked at the revenue, you need to take this into account. But what I will say is that sales do work. When you put a sale on Etsy, somehow triggers the algorithm and it kind of favors you because you have a sale. Many items have sale and they tend to do better than the ones without sale. Okay, just kind of bear that in mind. Now I'm looking at this bundle. These are very simple line work florals, but what is it about this floral that makes it work? What is it about this listing that makes it work? Well, let me explain something to you. Something that I do know is these are birth month flowers, right? Bouquet bundle. One thing I do know, and I've done videos on this actually in particular, is that the birth month flowers are trending and they're becoming popular. So what you need to do is you always need to try and find those sub niches. So birth month is a sub niche of clip art that work. So what you need to do is you need to jump onto EVERBEE again and then do your keyword research, right? Now, keyword research is obviously going to give you a better idea of how good or how these keywords are performing. So for example, when I type in clip art, right? Let me type in just clip art. That means nothing. It's just one word, right? But straight away, clip art has a massive amount of competition, obviously, and the keyword score is terrible, 0, which means that you shouldn't be really trying to rank on just clip art, right? Just as simple as that. Now, this is where we come into play. We just saw birth month. So I'm going to type in birth month flower clip art, right? That's what I just saw. One that's selling really well. Now, this is looking interesting. If you look at my keyword, if you look at the keyword score that EVERBEE is giving me here, you can see there are many, many good numbers there. Fantastic numbers. Now, the key to finding a good niche is when you type it into the keyword search, if you can see that this keyword in many different combinations of words is giving you a good keyword score, then you know that you're onto a winner, because you know that there's something within this word that is popular. I mean, that is actually good to try and get into, good to try and rank in. 650 is fantastic. Birth flowers 130, 130, 1,340, really good, really good. So I know that the competition is low, right? When you got a good keyword score, the competition is low. So when I see something basically and I analyze it and I see that it's earning good money, like the birth month flower, I will go ahead and check out the keyword score and make sure that I can rank in. If it was 0 and I looked at birth month flower and it just said 0, like as in like it's hard to rank in, I'm not going to bother, because there's no point. You have to try and get into something that you can rank in. I hope that makes sense, right? So now that we've validated, it's about validating if something can be ranked in. We've validated this, right? We've validated that the birth month is something that you can do. Now it's a case of, can I create this easily, right? Now looking at this, for me personally, I can say that I can make this in 10 minutes. Now, this is a Linework style. Let me just analyze it very quickly. It's a Linework design, and literally each month represents a flower. So I've said it before. April is daisy, May is lily, June is a rose, and they have line work style. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in birth month, right? Flower clip art into Etsy now, into the main sort of search, right? And I'll tell you why I'm doing that, because I want to validate more, right? There's more validation to do, and this is part of your research. Now, this is specific to this type of clip art. When I look at and see the results, look at the results. 1,594. Fantastic. That means it's definitely something that I can get into, because it's not saturated. And then I'll start looking and see what other designs are they doing. So look, I can see that there are other ones that seem to be doing well. You can see this kind of other, not a line work style, this illustration style birth month flower collection or bundle. That looks quite nice. Now then, after doing that, I'm going to look and see, was it just a one-off? Was it just that one that was doing well, making some money? Because if it is, then again, that changes my thinking. So I want to see, are there other listings that are doing well within the birth flower niche? And look, yes, this one is the top one. This is making probably the most amount of money within this niche, 3,678. But don't forget, this has been running for about 17 months. These guys have been around for a while. But then there are other things. There are other things that come through which are very interesting, which is this one single listing that's making 1,246. Now, if I just click on that, and it's a 4-month listing, that means it's been around for 4 months. This is quite nice. But remember, this is also a a downloadable. This is making good money as well. But what they've done is, this is a slightly different thing. This is something where it's a more personalized family art. So basically, you would ask for, they'll choose which flower they want. And I guess, yeah, they'll choose which flower they want in terms of the line art. But what's nice about the birth month flower, which is good, is something that I've just also noticed, is that it can be wall art. It doesn't have to be just a clip art thing. It can be adapted to many things, but obviously making sure that the clip art resolution is good. So coming back to this is quite interesting. Here's a different one that's making $1,500 almost, which is quite good. So people are, this is where money can be made, right? 20 plus baskets, it looks popular, slightly different, but again, it's the same sort of thing where they've got a collection. So I like to learn from the best, and I like to see what works. Now obviously there are many other ones there making a little bit less. So this one, say $600, but again, it looks like there is space for people to get into this market. This is slightly different, where they've actually got different types of, this is a slightly different style to the other one that they've done. I like to see what works, and if something works well, then I'm not about reinventing the wheel. So I know I'm looking at some of these ones. These are quite nice. These are quite nice. So this one works quite well. Now, obviously, you would do your own style of this, your own take on this, your own different idea on this. But what I like about this, also the mock-ups. The thing about this, they've got good mock-ups. Look at this. They've shown you that this could be like a wall art. They've shown you this could be like a t-shirt design. They've sold you the idea of where it could go and how it could be and what products it could be used. And again, you might want to integrate Printify with this. Now, the other thing I would check for is, can I create this easily? I mean, this is a winner. I'd also look at the title, and I'd also analyze the listing to see what tags they're ranking for, what they're using, right? These are the tags that they're using, keyword tags. And then I might even analyze and look at the competition for each of these, okay? And see the volume, because all of this volume is very good, and it will also help you. So can I rank in it? Is it unsaturated? Can I create these designs quickly? Can I get the title and description on there quite quickly? Is it easy to produce? Is it versatile? And what I mean by versatile, can use it for different things. So clip art on like a mug design, clip art maybe on wall art, clip art on a t-shirt. Can I make it into a custom thing? Yes, I can, because someone might ask me and say, can I get a March daffodil with my name on it? I might even integrate some kind of custom personalized design method to it. Remember, all of these are passive income methods. Now, and then I would probably try it out, and I'll see if I can actually make this on something like MIDJOURNEY, right? So if I jump onto something like MIDJOURNEY, which is my go-to AI software, where I can produce lots of designs very, very quickly. And I'm going to show you just how quick this can be done. So I'm going to go to MIDJOURNEY very quickly, and I'm going to just say, look, I'm just going to go a cappella. That means I'm just going to go straight into it. And might say line work silhouette daisy flower black line, no shading or shadow, and just let's see what that gives me. All right, I'm literally just going to do that. Okay, now I've been specific with the type of flower because I know that the daisy flower is a birth month of April, right? So I've just literally said that. I've tried to make it as a Linework style. I could also add other ideas like maybe no color and so on, just depending on what I see, because obviously I'll adjust my prompts from after seeing what it's produced. I mean, it could be a case of, it doesn't have to be, I might like the style and I might say, okay. And what I'll do is then in that case, all I need to do is, if I would need to just replace the word with a different flower. And there's also another way you can actually make sure that the style will be similar with other flowers. Actually, these are quite nice. I can imagine having this as one of these florals. These are actually beautiful, actually. Very nice. Very nice. I like this a lot. Look at this one. So you got the, if I upscale number 3, which is the one that I like a lot, I can imagine having this as a kind of clip art design. Look at this. This is beautiful. I mean, this is beautiful, right? So this could be one of my birth month flowers, which I could possibly use, which I could do. So this could be one of the birth month flowers, and then obviously maybe if I'm going to sell it as custom, then I could just put the text in. But this is what I'm talking about, guys, in terms of, this is the main reason I will tell you why many people actually do not actually sell very well. Because what you have to do is you have to learn from the best, and then you should actually adapt. Now, I'll give you a few more tips, right? There's a few more tips to go with this one, because obviously I've given you a few, but I need to give you just a few more, right? And I'm going to use that same birth month. Actually, this is a different one. This is actually just botanical design, see? So it gives you an idea that when you type in clip art, you need to niche down when you're looking at something to see if you can go. So obviously clip art is 1,475,000. Then you might want to do floral, right? Floral, because this is a type of clip art. You niche down. Now you can see the floral goes to 134,000. You might then say watercolor, right? Watercolor, because watercolor is a style of drawing, that is a style of coloring that is also very popular. Now that's niched down to 68,000, right? You niche down, and then you possibly might get to birth month, right? Birth month flower, birth month. I'll just keep it birth month because I got floral. Okay, and that niches down to 339 results. I'm not necessarily saying these are like the way you type it up, but it just gives you an idea. And then it actually gives me the results for the birth month flower, and it gives me all the different ideas. So you can see that this daisy one, people actually buy the wall art, people actually buy the personalized one, people actually buy the other bundles. So, and then what you do is you'd look and see how well these stores are performing, or these listings, and I would take ideas that you think you could implement in yours. So for example, maybe I would look at this bestseller. This is a bestseller, right? And I'll tell you why. The way they presented the design is fantastic. It gives very, very clear mock-up. They've also done fantastically well with showing you how it would look like on a t-shirt or a design or a wall art, because this sells it. This actually gives versatility. Having a product with versatility is absolutely crucial. So this is how you'd this is just a few very quick tips of getting your listing out there. The other very, very important thing that personally I would do, if you're fresh and you're coming into this niche new, then the price that you put it at has to be very cheap. So if you're fresh on this, you need to be the cheapest person out there, right? No matter what anybody says to you, people go for price, right? People will look at price. They'll compare you. They'll look around and they'll compare you. And if you got no reviews, then you got nothing really to back you up. You got nothing really there. But when people have got reviews, especially with lots of reviews, people are going to gravitate to them straight away. So what you need to do is you need to go cheaper than everybody else. Make sure you get on a sale. And that is how you actually can start selling, guys. That's how you start, because you need to build those reviews. Make sure that you market it, get people to see it, get on the socials. Just make sure that people can actually come over and see your listing, guys. At the beginning is the hardest bit. The hardest bit is the beginning. Once that momentum comes, once you get a few reviews, it starts getting easier. Remember, customer service. When people are asking questions, be happy to answer. Answer them. Make sure there's clarity in your listing. Look, what I like about the bestsellers, this is what they do. The good ones know what they're doing, guys. Look, they have clarity. They have clarity in what they're saying. They're telling you what you're going to get straight away in the description. Look, they will write something quite big just to make sure that you're sure you know what you're getting. Look how long this is. Look how much they're saying. They're writing. they want to answer all your FAQs, all your questions within that description straight away, so that you don't have to ask. But if you do need, they do need to ask, you have to be quick. You have to be happy to answer so you can get the sale and get that good review. Okay, that's what you need to do. And then personally, what I'll do as an additional thing, just to kickstart the sales, guys, I would make sure that I would put an ad. I'll get an Etsy ad. Don't forget, it's a digital product, it's not a physical one. So if you can break even, or even if you lose a little bit at the beginning for long-term gains, then that's what you should do. Get your ads out there. You know that most sales happen on the first page, right? That's known. And most sales happen on the top of the first page as well. So when they see your ads coming at the top, they're going to click on it. The more clicks, the Etsy algorithm will pick it up and it'll actually start pushing you out there, start getting you up the ranking. The more sales you get, the higher up you go on the rankings, guys. This is crucial, especially at the beginning, right? So keep your patience, be very patient with what you're doing, and start plugging away at all these different things that I've just mentioned, these tips, so you can start getting those sales. And once your momentum goes, guys, the sales will go through the roof, as long as you're doing all the right things, you're in a fantastic sub niche, and it all makes sense. So guys, if you love this video, you got some value out of this video, please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, guys, and I shall see you on the next one.